on, look. I can't look it out. Just anymore. Hang on. Let's check this out. Hey, hello there. We are live, coming at you. I think. Let's go check the. Hey, yeah. We're live. Alright, time to share this out. See how we go. Gotta keep the fans happy. Keep the fans happy. Keep the fans happy, that's what I say. And the busy day playing golf today. Came third last. It happens. It happens to the best of us. You know. We can't be champions all the time at golf. I mean, someone's got to lose and someone's got to win. And someone's going to come, third last. And that person was me. Oh. No, I'm going to be waiting a second, people. Just sharing this video out. And what the heck is that there? I have no idea. It's like, what the heck is that? Then we're doing some jokes tonight. We got some jokes coming. Yeah, got some funny jokes. And we've got some comedians. We've got comedians. Today's comedy night on Mr. Cool Show. Then back here tomorrow morning. That's for sure. Don't know what time yet. I'll work it out tomorrow. Shit. Oh, he swore. Mr. Cool swore. Yes, I did. I swore. No, had a good day of golf. It was good. Went around with Dave, my neighbour, David Green. Mr. Greenie. Mr. Greengrass. Mr. I'm so cool. I don't know. Mr. I don't know. I don't know very much. One person watching now. It's funny, always one person never messages me. If you're watching, come and say hi. Don't be shy. Hey, that rhymes. Come and say hi. Don't be shy. We've got some comedians coming up very, very soon. I think, was that posted live? Don't know if that was the latest one. If I posted that live, the latest one. I don't know. That was August 27th. No, it's not. That wasn't the latest one. It looks the same because I'm wearing the same shirt. 3 people are watching now, apparently. Well, calling out they're watching. I'm not too sure if they are or not. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know. Well, if you don't know, we don't know. No. Behave yourself. Oh, that's just a washing machine going off. It's time for a spin. Whee! It's like a washing machine. I'm gonna take off and stop. Let's do some comedy. It's time for comedy. Let's get into it. Who cares? Comedians. Let's go. We're going to start with this Australian comedian tonight, viewers. And if you've got a favourite comedian, let me know and I'll play it. Let's start with some Carl Barron. Mum's crossword puzzles. Make sure we've got volume up. Let's get into it. Bloody ads! Bloody ads! Can we skip? No, we can't skip. It plays, I spin.
If my mother was here, she wouldn't be here because she doesn't like coming to live shows. She likes watching me on TV. To this day, if I go on TV, she rings me up the next day and tells me about it. Like I had nothing to do with it. You're on TV last night. I said, I know. I was there. If in the paper, she ring up, she gets excited about anything. It's in the paper or something. I don't read the paper. She rang out one day. Carl, you're in the paper. I said, what for? She said, you ready? I went, yeah, you're a crossword question. And she hangs up and that's it. She loves it, any of it. I was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire one night. Not a contestant, it was a question. Mum taped it. Went home and she said, sit down and watch this. Eddie had the bloke down to 50-50. He didn't look too bright. There's two possible answers. This was the question. Who won the 1984 100-metre Olympic sprint? Was it Carl Lewis or Carl Barron? He's thinking about it, the dickhead.
That's Carl Barron. Hey, whoa. Australian comedian. Very funny stuff. More funny stuff coming your way. Gotta keep the fans happy. Keep them happy. Always keep changing what's going on. Doesn't keep the same. It's never the same here on the Mr. Cool Show. I'm gonna call it. This is the Mr. Cool Show from now on. Gotta keep the fans happy. Let's keep on going. Right, we gotta do some more Carl Barron. Let's get the show. Well, not more Carl Barron. I don't know what we're gonna do now. We're gonna play now. We're gonna come back to Carl Barron. We're gonna play another comedian. This guy's called Jimmy Carr. Some Jimmy Carr for you guys. He's a bit rude. Let's hope we can find out a tame one. This is not easy to find a tame one of him. Yeah, let's do this one. This one's called Jimmy Carr, Friends with Benefits.
Oh no, my own mum thought I was gay. When I was 19, my mum was convinced I was gay. It's very difficult to convince your mum you're not gay. So we got a camcorder, I was fucked. But I'm what's referred to as a gay-friendly act. You know? I'm a gay-friendly act. I was asked last November to judge Mr. Gay UK. I said it would be my pleasure. He's against nature and against God, and he's going to hell. I think it's okay to tell that joke because it's almost impossible to offend a homosexual man. You know, because let's face it, they're doing that for fun. If your idea of a good time is a cock in your ass, what do you care? We've all thought about gay sex, haven't we? You've thought about gay sex, haven't you, sir? No. You haven't thought about gay sex. You just leapt in there and fucked him. Well, I admire your honesty, sir, and your bravery. I thought about gay sex. I thought, oh, my cock will get covered in poo. You're sniggering. What's your name, non-lady? Move along. What are you saying, Vicky? Dance for me, monkey boy? Is he your fella? What do you mean? He's either your fella or he isn't. Is he your fella? Yeah. Sorry, she's saying yes, and you're saying no, and you've gone really red and you look really embarrassed. They're fuck buddies. Oh, I I see how very modern. How very 2005. So you're not going out with each other, but you are fuck buddies. That is fantastic. Can we just all take a moment to, congratulate that man there? A lot of work has gone into that. He's had to buy a Cosmopolitan for a couple of years. Sorry? And they'll know that you're a dirty little hussy.
Oh, we're gonna stop it there. Oh, that is funny. I know there's more, but I've got to censor this one. I know this is live, but I don't know how to censor this. Oh, that is funny. I don't know. It's still the camera now. 10 minutes in, going strong. One person watching. No one's commented yet. Nobody's commented. I don't think. Better check to make sure no one has commented. Something could have gone wrong. It's probably coming in and they're going, oh, it's too strong for me. Turn that down. No comments. Actually, nobody's watching. There was one person watching. But now there's nobody watching. It's interesting. Nobody's watching. Oh well. It doesn't matter. Move on. It doesn't matter, move on. It doesn't matter, move on. What's he saying? He's saying it doesn't matter, move on. Move on what? Hey? What? Who? Oh, that was a good one. Farting on national TV. Really, Mr. Cool? It's national TV, is it? I thought it was YouTube, but anyway, apparently it's national TV. Oh my god. Alright, let's do some more comedians. We've done Carl Barron, we've done Jimmy Carr. I apologise to anybody that's watching this and going, well, this is a bit out there tonight, Mr. Cool. I'm going for a different what the hell? Strategy. Find something different. Gonna be back on live tomorrow morning. Had a break over the weekend. Then go live probably tomorrow at my friend's place, and Tuesday. Let's go with this commit. Let's commit the next comedian. Hopefully, it's more calmer. Pardon me. Try this comedian. Yeah, Danny Boy. Find a short one. Here we go. This is Danny Boy. He's a Scottish comedian. He's not Irish. He says that quite a lot. This is him talking about a Scottish breakfast. And they're probably going to be an ad. Let's hope not. It's buffering. Come on. Our Raiders had a good win tonight against the Bulldogs. Body ads.
Have you built your six-pack yet?
Come on.
You can load it up with any six players to kick the first goal. You got it. Okay, yeah. With the six-pack, you can take the AFL to the next level.
What do you add? Hold on a second, stand up. Here we go, that's one there.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I read in the paper today that Montreal is known as the city of churches. Did you know that? Yeah. I think Rome might have something to say about that. I don't know. I don't think there's people walking around Rome going, well, it's nice. But it's no Montreal, is it? I mean, But anyway, it's nice to be here because I did some gigs in Texas recently, and in a revolving restaurant in Texas, which was the hardest part of it, because they would heckle, and then they'd kind of move off. Yeah, you're shit. And then, you know, and you'd be like, I'll get you when you come back, right? Is that you there? So many hats. But it didn't really work out, to be honest. I don't think they really got this particular mixed race. There's not many Scottish Indian guys in Texas, I can assure you. I tell you what, that is two very separate characters on The Simpsons to them, right? That is, they don't, I don't really understand it. He sounds Irish, he looks Indian, what's going on? You know. I went to a bar in Texas, like a local bar, not like a tourist bar. Local, people with no teeth and scars. Difficult to tell with the hoods on, but you know, you get the idea. But, oh come on. But I went up to this bar man, and I said, hello. That's my drunk, but I don't want you to know I'm drunk voice. Do you ever do that? Do you ever over-enunciate? When you're really drunk, because you think in your head, if I talk like that, how will anyone be able to tell I've been drinking? Because I'm talking normally, hello, hi. I'd like to get into the club, please. Hello! I said to this guy, real rough-looking guy. Mm-hmm. Now, just to lighten the atmosphere, because everyone had stopped and was staring at us, I said, what kind of wines do you have? Knowing there was probably a very limited choice. And this guy just went, it's just red. It's just red or hot, boy. Oh, you know who I am? That's who I am. It's just red or hot. So then I retorted hilariously with, oh, there seems to be some mistake. I said, what kind of wines do you have? Not what kind of necks do you have? Yeah. I turned to high-five my friend. He was halfway to the car, just a trail of dust. But I felt like in many ways that was sweet revenge, because about 12 years ago, I used to work in a bar in Edinburgh, right? It wasn't a tourist bar, it was a local bar. And two Americans came in one day. And I knew they were American. One of them had a skin-tight Loch Ness Monster t-shirt on. You don't see many Scottish people wearing them, you know. It was 9 o'clock in the morning, so the bar was completely full. And that's our happy hour. So they sat up at the bar, these two American guys. I said, what can I get you? And they went, hey, how you going, Braveheart? I'm well. What can I get you? Wee laddie. The guy said, can me and my golfing buddy get a couple of breakfasts? He said, of course you can. And I went and got them 2 big fried Scottish breakfasts. I put them down, and you know what I'm talking about, different coloured bits of grey meat swimming in grease. See, with a Scottish breakfast, typically we'll have fried bread, right? Just a bit of regular white bread. We fry it. We've got toasters. We know what the toaster does. But it's not for us. Take that wizardry out of here. We like to fry it. Hey, stick it in with a Mars bar. Stick it in that deep fat fryer. Stick it in there. See what happens. See what happens. So they had this fried bread on these 2 American guys' plates on the side, and one of them sort of shoved everything away from himself. I don't think I'm going to eat a lot of this, Bob. Is that a giant scab? I don't know what that is. So then he says, I'm just going to have the toast. He picks up this bit of fried bread. I should have stopped him. I really should have. He butters it. Oh, the humanity. He took one bite of this, right? This guy. And the grease just hit the walls, hit the ceiling, hit people in the face. It's happy hour. What's going on? But what makes me laugh, right? More than just his face is what he said at that point, right? So he chews it. Oh, swallows it, turns to his friend and said, just to let you know, Bob, that ain't toast. That's a crouton. Thank you very much.
That was Danny Boy. Hello, Robert's here. Yay! He's the first person that's come and said hello. Everyone's come and watched, but no one says hello. Right now we had Danny Boy. We're gonna have some more Danny Boy later on. We've got another comedian come up. This is comedian day here. It's comedian day, comedian night. I'll be live again tomorrow morning, probably about 8 o'clock. Yeah, maybe 9. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, you just don't know with me, dear. You don't know. Then probably go live tomorrow night at my friend's place for a special. Yeah, we can have a special, 2 specials tomorrow night. It's going to be what's his name? I don't know. It's going to be I don't know. It's going to be Luke O'Shea. That's his name, Luke O'Shea. Tomorrow and probably Tuesday. Anyway, that's enough of that. Maybe comedians too. We don't know. You never know with me. I'm a strange guy. Let's go with some more comedians. Let's go with another Australian comedian. This guy's called Will Anderson. He's an Australian comedian, and this one's called Going to the Gym Ruined My Life. Might be an ad first. We don't know. There he is. An ad. We wait till the ad's over, then we watch. Come on, ad, hurry up. Is he going to start now? One moment. Oh, another ad! Come on!
Next,
get off it. Oh, we can skip. We can skip the ad. Here we go. Come on.
It's nice to be here. It's nice to be back. I'm 41 years old and I've never been healthier and I've never been healthier or happier in my entire life. 41 years old, happier and healthier than I've ever been. And I owe it all to one thing. I'm not here to preach tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but if you want to listen, here's what I'm going to tell you. I owe it all to one thing, my happiness. The gym. I know, I never thought I would say that to a room full of people, but I'm happier than I've ever been, and it's all because of the gym. I have stopped going to the gym. The gym ruined my body forever. Before the gym, my body looked like this. At the gym, it looked like this, but better. And after the gym, it's gone back to this. All it is apart from one part of my body. I'm about to show you my secret shame, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe not everybody will be able to see it, but on the screens, hopefully you'll be able to. Before the gym, that's what my arm looked like. It's not great, but it's in proportion with the rest of my body. At the gym, it got better, and after the gym, it just went back to this, as did the rest of part of my body, except for one part that does not know the gym experiment is over. Check this out. What? It's double the size. It won't go back down. That has ruined my life. I'm walking down the street looking like Popeye. I'm leaning so far to the right, even Donald Trump's like, what are you doing over there? And here's the thing, I'm a white man, so I've never been racially profiled, but I've got a glimpse into what that might be like. Because if you are a 41-year-old man who has one disproportionately large body, there are certain assumptions that people make about your hobbies. Old ladies hiss at me in the street. They see it, they're like, stop it, you'll go blind. I will finish up with this. I was in a place called Fairbanks, Alaska last year. Oh, yeah, you know it, it's brilliant. It's the middle of nowhere, but then I drove to a log cabin to do a show in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of nowhere. It was this log cabin bar. There was 80 people at the gig. They were all old men with beards down to here who looked after the nuclear weapons, and they all just brought their guns to the gig. They just had their guns next to them at the gig. Oh my God, I have never tried harder. But after the show, I met the most amazing woman. She was an end-of-the-world survivalist. For the last 2 years, she had been rowing a canoe down this river to this spot where she had built this entire place that was off the grid by hand. No one in the world had ever seen it. In fact, to hide it, every weekend she would have to paddle 3 hours back up against the stream. No one knew where it was. I was like, no one? She says, no one has ever seen it. She said, well, I'm going to offer you something tonight. Would you like to be the only person in the world to know where my cabin is? I've always wanted to show someone, but it has to be someone who won't come back and attack me. So would you like to come and see it? That is the most intimate thing anyone has ever offered me in my life. Would you like to be the keeper of my greatest secret? So this is what I said. No. No, because here's what I've learned from every movie that has ever been made. Nothing good has ever happened in an isolated cabin in the woods. There has never once been a movie where they're like, oh, thank God we finally made it to this isolated cabin in the woods. Oh, your cell phone doesn't have reception? No, that's a really good sign. Let's just sit by this fire and read with this weird book with human skin on it for no reason. But if I had not gone to that place, I would not have heard the greatest sentence another human being has ever uttered to my face. Because this, without a word of a lie, ladies and gentlemen, is what she said. She said, it's a pity you're leaving here tonight. And I said, why? And she said this. Because I've killed a bear. Can you imagine how good I She said it was like it was sexy. It was not sexy. My penis went inside me. You guys have been absolutely brilliant. Thanks so much.
That was Will Anderson. 20 minutes in, going strong. Gonna have some dinner soon. Haven't had dinner yet. Been watching the football. Go Raiders. Alright, we've had some comedians. Got more comedians coming up for you. Let's have some more comedians. This comedian is called Undo. And here we go with Undo. Hey, whoops, stay there, phone.
As we say hello to Undo.
No, sorry. Oh, hang on. There we go.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here in Melbourne. I love coming here. You guys are always great. It takes me a little while to drive here from Sydney, though, because I drive a Datsun 180B. I I bought it for $30. I've only got 2 installments to go. It goes alright though, mate. Outruns the coppers every time. Until they get into their car. And they get me real quick, especially if I'm going in reverse. Because sometimes the gear stick gets stuck, you know. Just this morning I went over CityLink backwards and got $3.50 credit on my e-tag.
I'm not very happy with our meal this evening. Make you think why?
There you go. That's undo. There's a bit of undo there for you people. It was like the best undo. Let's move on to the next comedian. 3 minutes in, half an hour done already. We've got an hour to go. So let's get on. We've got more comedians. We've done Cabaran. We haven't done this guy. No, we'll do this guy later. We'll save it to last. We're going to save Ross up for the last. Let's go with like try to get comedians. Let's go with let's go with this one. Let's go with this one here. Find the right one. Pardon me, I'm farting like a trooper. This is Arch Barker with digital versus regular watches. Digital versus analog.
Some people think it's like a little immature, or undignified to wear a digital watch, but I much prefer a digital watch because it tells me what time it is. You know, it's so straightforward. You know, it's like, what time is it? Digital watch? Oh, it's 8:45 or whatever. Like, thanks, digital watch. Take 5. It's a level transaction. It's not playing games. I feel like a normal watch, you know, might look beautiful, but it's playing games with me. It's like a puzzle. I don't want a puzzle, but I want to know the time. I don't want to have to figure out a fucking puzzle where the prize that I win for solving the puzzle is knowing the time. That's how I feel about a regular watch. It's like, what time is it, regular watch? Why don't you figure it out for yourself, motherfucker? Why don't you figure it out? Why don't you figure it out when your ass is sitting in that oval box thinking about what an asshole you are? You get in the oval box until you learn a lesson. You got that regular watch. You got that analog watch. Yeah, my neighbors don't love me. Oh, damn it, he's fighting with his watch again. Why does he just get a digital? You can get a digital too. After this show, you have a regular watch, I see. That's a classic watch, but now you're thinking maybe I want to get a digital. Can you get both? Of course you can. You have two wrists, you can get one on each hand, and then you'll really impress the ladies. They'll be like, that guy really knows the time. He's ambidextrous. I think that's the future of timekeeping, having both. But if you buy the digital, you must keep in mind that when they sell it to you, the biggest selling point, I don't know why this is, but the biggest selling point is how far underwater it can go. And they're really intense about that. Like, I got this watch, 1,000 meters underwater. It's like, well, that's great, sir, but seeing as how I'm pretty much a human being, and not that much of a fucking submarine, I don't want that watch. And even if I was a submarine, that watch would never fit on me. I'd be like, oh boy, I'd be like a big old submarine. Then I gotta take it to the wristband guy and get the wristband substantially altered. Want to wait another week? I don't want to wait a week. I want to watch today. Although, to be fair to you, sir, I will admit that a lot of submarines probably have like a robotic arm for conducting deep underwater experiments, and I can admit that, given that were the case, that watch might fit perfectly on the robot arm. So I'll take it. Put it in the little oval box. But then I got home and I just felt troubled. You know, I was walking around my apartment like, no, damn it. This joke's not over. So I went back to the store. I said, listen, man, I don't want this watch. I'm not gonna go that far underwater. He goes, what about this one? 500 meters, 500 meters. I go, you don't get it, do you, pal? If I'm ever more than 3 meters below the surface of the water, guess what I'm doing? I'm drowning to death. I don't give a shit if my Casio works anymore. I mean, would anybody care at that point? Is anybody that anal about their stuff always working perfectly? They would get upset. They'd be like, oh, great! I can't believe I'm drowning! This is great! Ugh. I wonder what time it is! What? No way! Ah! Grenade! Let's go wrong today! Sharks, baby!
That was funny. I'm just making a cup of tea, people. Right. Then we got George Carlin talking about time, because he's another funny comedian. And while we're talking about watches and time, this is George Carlin talking about time. The second person watching, hello to you, sir. I've missed it, but I don't know. Who knows? Shit. Not George of the Jungle. That's just my tea. My jug boiling for tea. No, that's a better George Carlin. Oh my god, this is good. Bear with me. Bear with me here. Oh, come on. Here we go. This is George Carlin on time. It might be a bit quiet. I'll have to find. This was quite a try louder one. Because it's old. It's a very old video. Listen now. We'll see.
Does the time bother you?
Yeah, that's an old one. We're going to move along to this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for George. What time is it? What time is it? Do people bother you with that? People bug you all the time, come up to you asking you, what time is it? What time is it? Bothers me, man. What time is it? As though I personally am responsible for keeping time. I don't know. Who knows? I got one of these, but I don't know. Nobody knows what time it is. What time is it? All the calendars are different. Chinese, Hebrew, Western. Nobody knows when it is. Might be the middle of last week for all we know. When are we? We know where we are, but when are we? I don't know. Can't keep track. Time moves too fast. Give you an example. There's a moment coming. It's not here yet. It's still in the future. It's on the way. Here it comes. Here it is. Oh. It's gone. There's no present. People say, what time is it? Well, you mean now or when you asked me? There's no present. Everything is the near future or the recent past. No, welcome to the present. Welcome once again to the present. And now the all new.
Oh, whoa. What happened? Hang on.
No wonder we can't get anything done. There's no time, man.
There we go.
Every time I sit down to work, the time changes on me. We have cute little ways of telling each other the time. Very precise. We have seconds, we have minutes and hours, but hey, what time you got? I got just after. Just after? Jeez, I must be slow. I got going on. What's your favorite period of time? 5 minutes is pretty popular. Yeah, that one a lot. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, I could fix that in 5 minutes. It's a good one. 15 minutes gets used a lot. Sort of official though. I don't care for that so much. 15 minutes, kind of establishment. It's a quarter hour, you know. Little stage, 15 minutes. 20. 20 minutes. Doesn't that sound sporty to you? 20 minutes. In fact, 20 is so popular, it's often used in conjunction with 15. I'll be over there in, 15, 20 minutes. My favorite period of time is a week to 10 days. Did you ever try to go home and mark that on the calendar? You need a rubber band. Some people talk about doomsday. Doomsday, I don't have that on my watch. Kingdom come, you say? Some guys say forever. They use it as a period of time. I've been standing in this line forever. Look at this guy, Bill. He's been standing in this line forever. Looks fairly fresh to me. Let me have a little while. Just a little while. A little while. A little while. What's the difference between a little while and a short while? Seem about the same size to me. You got any day now. That's kind of a snotty one, you know. Oh yeah, any day now. Any day now. Soon. Soon has a lot of emotion. Is your mommy coming home? Mm-hmm. When? Soon. Real soon. Soon I see her. Sooner than you think. Sooner than I think. I'll be back before you know it. What? Before we did it. Very imprecise. We start out, we'll get Jiffy. How about a Jiffy? Which is quicker, a Jiffy or a flash? I think there are 2 flashes in a Jiffy myself. Well, we come back to this thing moment, trying to decide, what's a moment? How long? Give me a couple of moments. A couple? I don't even know how long one of them is. I wouldn't miss a moment of this. Just did. Or did she? Maybe she only missed a half a moment. Or as some guys say, half a mo. What's that? Half a mo? Well, a moment, 1/3 of a moment is a mo. So half a mo is 1/6 of a moment. Got that one figured out, didn't you? I need for a moment. How about yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And the day before yesterday. Doesn't that sound awkward? Isn't that sort of simple-minded? Yesterday? Cool, we got a name for it. The day before yesterday. Sounds like a third grade thing. Let's have a name for that one. Maluba Day. Call it. Was that yesterday? No, Maluba Day. Oh, are you sure? Well, maybe it was the day before Maluba Day. Yeah, we'd have to name them all. Well, my time is up. I just remind you of one thing. If you'd like to save time, don't let your watch talk. Ticks are cool, but it's the talks that are killing us.
And that was George Carlin. The quieter one was the better one, but that's okay. 42 minutes in, going strong. I just made my dinner. I'm going to have dinner soon. Very, very hungry. Ready to get just play dinner. Let's do some more George Carlin because he's funny. And then I'm going to use this time to eat my dinner while you listen. And then we're going to listen to Ross Noble. Ross Noble's going to end the show tonight, but not just yet. This goes for 11 minutes, and it's George Carlin talking about airplanes and flying. Enjoy.
Something else we have in common: flying on the airlines and listening to the airlines' announcements and trying to pretend to ourselves that the language they're using is really English. Doesn't seem like it to me. Whole thing starts when you get to the gate. First announcement. We would like to begin the boarding process. Extra word, process. Not necessary. Boarding is enough. We'd like to begin the boarding. Simple, tells the story. People add extra words when they want things to sound more important than they really are. Boarding process sounds important. It isn't. It's just a bunch of people getting on an airplane. People like to sound important. Weathermen on television talk about shower activity. Sounds more important than showers. I even heard one guy on CNN talk about a rain event. He said, Louisiana's expecting a rain event. I thought, holy shit, I hope I can get tickets to that. Emergency situation. News people like to say police have responded to an emergency situation. No, they haven't. They've responded to an emergency. We know it's a situation. Everything is a situation. Anyway, as part of this boarding process, they say, we would like to pre-board. Well, what exactly is that anyway? What does it mean to pre-board? You get on before you get on? That's another complaint of mine. Too much use of this prefix pre. It's all over the language now. Pre this, pre that. Place the turkey in a preheated oven. It's ridiculous. There are only 2 states an oven can possibly exist in, heated or unheated. Preheated is a meaningless fucking term. It's like pre-recorded. This program was pre-recorded. Well, of course it was pre-recorded. When else are you going to record it? Afterwards? That's the whole purpose of recording, to do it beforehand. Otherwise it doesn't really work, does it? Pre-existing, pre-planning, pre-screening. You know what I tell these people? Pre-suck my genital situation. And they seem to understand what I'm talking about. Anyway, as part of this pre-boarding, they say, we would like to pre-board those passengers traveling with small children. But what about those passengers traveling with large children? Suppose you have a 2-year-old with a pituitary disorder. You know, a 6-foot infant with an oversized head. Kind of kid you see in the National Enquirer all the time. Actually, with a kid like that, I think you're better off checking him right in with your luggage at the curb, don't you? Well, they like it under there. It's dark. They're used to that. About this time, someone is telling you to get on the plane. Get on the plane, get on the plane. I say, fuck you, I'm getting in the plane. In the plane. Let Evel Knievel get on the plane. I'll be in here with you folks in uniform. There seems to be less wind in here. They might tell you you're on a non-stop flight. Well, I don't think I care for that. No, I insist that my flights stop. Preferably at an airport. It's those sudden, unscheduled cornfield and housing development stops that seem to interrupt the flow of my day. Here's one they just made up. Near miss. When 2 planes almost collide, they call it a near miss. It's a near hit. A collision is a near miss. Look, they nearly missed. Yes, but not quite. They might tell you your flight has been delayed because of a change of equipment. Broken plane. Tell me to put my seat back forward. But I don't bang that way. If I could put my seat back forward, I'd be in porno movies. Then they mentioned carry-on luggage. First time I heard carry-on, I thought they were going to bring a dead deer on board. I thought, what the hell do they mean with that? Don't they have the little TV dinners anymore? Then I thought, carry on, there's going to be a party. People are going to be carrying on the plane. Well, I don't care for that. I like a serious attitude on the plane, especially on the flight deck. which is the latest euphemism for cockpit. Can't imagine why they wouldn't want to use a lovely word like cockpit, can you? Especially with all those stewardesses going in and out of it all the time. There's a word that's changed, stewardess. First it was hostess, then stewardess, now it's flight attendant. You know what I call them? The lady on the plane. Sometimes it's a man on the plane now. That's good, equality. I am all in favor of that. Sometimes they actually refer to these people as uniformed crew members. Uniformed, as opposed to that guy sitting next to you in the Grateful Dead t-shirt and the fuck you hat. Who's working on his 9th little bottle of Kahlua, I might add. As soon as they close the door to the aircraft, that's when they begin the safety lecture. I love the safety lecture. This is my favorite part of the airplane ride. I listen very carefully to the safety lecture, especially that part where they teach us how to use the seat belts. Imagine this. Here we are, a plane full of grown human beings, many of us partially educated, and they're actually taking time out to describe the intricate workings of a belt buckle. Place the small metal flap into the buckle. Well, I asked for clarification at that point. Yes, thank you very much. Did I hear you correctly? Did you say place the small metal flap into the buckle, or place the buckle over and around the small metal flap? I'm a simple man. I do not possess an engineering degree, nor am I mechanically inclined. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. Please continue with the wonderful safety lecture. Seatbelt. High-tech shit. The safety lecture continues. The next thing they do, they tell you to locate your nearest emergency exit. I do this immediately. I locate my nearest emergency exit, and then I plan my route. You have to plan your route. It's not always a straight line, is it? Sometimes there's a really big fat fuck sitting right in front of you. Well, you know you'll never get over him. I look around for women and children, midgets and dwarfs, cripples, war widows, paralyzed veterans, people with broken legs, anybody who looks like they can't move too well. The emotionally disturbed come in very handy at a time like this. You might have to go out of your way to find these people, but you'll get out of the plane a lot goddamn quicker, believe me. I say, let's see. I'll go around the fat fuck, step on the widow's head, push those children out of the way, knock down the paralyzed midget, and get out of the plane where I can help others. I can be of no help to anyone if I'm lying unconscious in the aisle with some big cocksucker standing on my head. I must get out of the plane, go to a nearby farmhouse, have a Dr. Pepper, and call the police. The safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event, this is a very suspect phrase, especially coming as it does from an industry that is willing to lie about arrival and departure times. In the unlikely event of a sudden change in cabin pressure, roof flies off. An oxygen mask will drop down in front of you. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally. Well, I have no problem with that. I always breathe normally when I'm in a 600-mile-an-hour uncontrolled vertical dive. I also shit normally. Right in my pants! They tell you to adjust your oxygen mask before helping your child with his. I did not need to be told that. In fact, I'm probably going to be too busy screaming to help him at all. This will be a good time for him to learn self-reliance. If he can program his fucking VCR, he can goddamn jolly well learn to adjust an oxygen mask. Fairly simple thing, just a little rubber band in the back is all it is. Not nearly as complicated as, say, for instance, a seatbelt. safety lecture continues. In the unlikely event of a water landing. Well, what exactly is a water landing? Am I mistaken, or does this sound somewhat similar to crashing into the ocean? Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Well, imagine that. My seat cushion. Just what I need to float around the North Atlantic for several days, clinging to a pillow full of beer farts.
Okay. That was part 1. Now part 2. I hope. I think.
Something else I don't understand. Motivate.
No. Okay. Oh my god, that's like part 2. It is part 2.
Something else we have in common. Flying on the airlines.
Just gotta find where it is.
The emotionally disturbed come in very handy at a time like this. In cabin pressure. Roof flies off. And well, the emotionally disturbed, uncontrolled vertical dive.
Hang on.
Water landing. Am I
There you
mistaken?
go.
Or does this sound somewhat similar to crashing into the ocean? Your seat cushion can be used as a flotation device. Well, imagine that. My seat cushion. Just what I need to float around the North Atlantic for several days, clinging to a pillow full of beer farts. The flight continues. A little later on, toward the end, we hear, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Well, who gives a shit who turned it on? What does that have to do with anything? It's on, isn't it? And who made this man a captain? Might I ask? Did I sleep through some sort of an armed forces swearing-in ceremony or something? Captain, he's a fucking pilot, and let him be happy with that. But those sightseeing announcements are any mark of his intellect, he's lucky to be working at all. Tell the captain, Air Marshal Carlin says, go fuck yourself. The next sentence I hear is full of things that piss me off. Before leaving the aircraft, please check around your immediate seating area for any personal belongings you might have brought on board. Well, let's start with immediate seating area. Seat. It's a goddamn seat. Check around your seat for any personal belongings. Well, what other kinds of belongings are there besides personal? Public belongings? Do these people honestly think I might be traveling with a fountain I stole from the park? You might have brought on board. Well, I might have brought my arrowhead collection. I didn't. So I'm not going to look for it. I'm going to look for things I brought on board. Would seem to enhance the likelihood of my finding something, wouldn't you say? Tell me me return my seat back and tray table to their original upright positions? Fine. Who's going to return this guy in the Grateful Dead t-shirt and the fuck you hat to his original upright position? About this time, they tell you you'll be landing shortly. That sound to you like we're going to miss the runway? Final approach is not very promising either, is it? Final is not a good word to be using on an airplane. Sometimes a pilot will get on, you'll say, we'll be on the ground in 15 minutes. Well, that's a little vague, isn't it? Now we're taxiing in. She says, welcome to O'Hare International Airport. Well, how can someone who is just arriving herself possibly welcome me to a place she isn't even at yet?
Sorry, ads.
Doesn't this violate some fundamental law of physics? We're only on the ground 4 seconds. She's coming on like the fucking mayor's wife. We're the local time. Well, of course it's the local time. What did you think we were expecting? The time in Pango Pango? Enjoy your stay in Chicago or wherever your final destination might be. All destinations are final. That's what it means. Destiny, final. If you haven't gotten where you're going, you aren't there yet. The captain has asked. More shit from the bogus captain. You know, for someone who's supposed to be flying an airplane, he's taking a mighty big interest in what I'm doing back here. That you remain seated until he has brought the aircraft to a complete stop. Not a partial stop. Because during a partial stop, I partially get up. Continue to observe the no smoking sign until well inside the terminal. It's physically impossible to observe the no smoking sign even if you're standing just outside the door of the airplane. Much less well inside the terminal. You can't even see the fucking planes from well inside the terminal. Which brings me to terminal. Another unfortunate word to be used in association with air travel. And they use it all over the airport, don't they? Somehow I just can't get hungry at a place called the Terminal Snack Bar. But if you've ever eaten there, you know it is an appropriate name.
Oh, sugar. I've done a bit over an hour. Well, I'm sorry, people. We might not have time for Ross Noble tonight. You know what? I'm going to save him for tomorrow morning. Because this is Mr. Cool signing off. Where it's cool.